Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's a conversation that I've been holding off for a couple of weeks. And you know what? The tale of this conversation has changed in the last 4 days. Keith here from Command the Hoop Celtic. If this is your first time viewing the channel, you know what to do. Click that like and subscribe button. It would be appreciated. I'm going for the 17,000, so all these first time viewers, non-subscribers, get on it like a car bonnet. Let's talk about David Turnbull, the guy we signed from Motherwell back in 2020. Should have came to Celtic the season before, picked up that injury in the medical, had a really good season at Motherwell, and then he came to Celtic. He was Motherwell's captain. 24 years of age. His contract is up this summer, and by January he can listen to offers and sign pre-contracts. Our midfield department, we have Rio out injured, Hoddingham's back, Awata's there, Kwan's still out. We have Callum McGregor, we have Matt O'Reilly, we have Bernardo on loan. James McCarthy's still on the books somewhere. He hasn't terminated his contract. There's all this talk. So, what's next for David Turnbull? He's at the feature in the last two games, scoring the last two games, two fantastic goals, some fantastic link-up play with the midfielders around him. Callum McGregor, Matt O'Reilly, Bernardo, even Liam Scales today, even though he's a centre-back. Some fantastic link-up play. So let's be honest, he's at the playing 128 games for Celtic. 28 goals, 23 assists, 6 trophies. How do you feel about him? Would you keep him? Even though you may be Scottish and feel like he has a chance to be better at Celtic? Or are you one of these fans, I was going to say players, fans, whatever you are, saying, no, I think we could do better. I think you look at Rio Atate, I get excited. When I look at Matt O'Reilly, I get excited. When I look at David Turnbull, I don't get that excitement. Even though he does deliver the goods, he scores fantastic goals, as good as Rio, as good as Matt, as good as Callum, as good as maybe strikers as well. What is going on that Celtic haven't triggered a new contract with him? Is it a case that it could be wages? A case that he's just riding out his contract and looking for a move down to England? Or maybe a move to the Saudi League or MLS? Or maybe even return to Motherwell? It is a strange one. Look at David Turnbull, great set piece taker, cracking free kick taker, good at the corners as well. Get stuck in. I always remember that moment against Hibs in the League Cup final and his first season, and he got injured and he was absolutely devastated coming off. And I was like, he's got a couple of hat tricks that season as well. Under Ange's first season, we had a lot of change in the midfield. You know, Matt obviously came in January, Rio came in January. Before that, David was doing a fantastic job with Tom Rogic. You know, him and McGregor were bossing it. So, my honest opinion on David Turnbull, looking at Rio, looking at Matt, looking at Odin home, I would let him go. I think Awata will go as well. I think Bernardo, he will be going back to Benfica at the end of the season. I'd let David go. You know, he's at the getting the 100 appearances for Celtic. He's at the scoring some phenomenal goals. You know, some man of match performance. But yeah, he's only 24, and some people think that's a shame for me to say let him go. He's done his contract. Let him move on, because Celtic, Brendan Rodgers, and the agent need to sit down the next couple of weeks and see what happens. If he stays, it's not the end of the world. We know what he's capable of doing. We know he's a good dead ball specialist. You know, he can pick a pass. You know, he's a good shot. He actually takes a shot outside the box like some players. So I just feel like it's going to come down to he's going to go. And that's why I'm saying let him go. It's not like nothing bad against the guy. He hasn't frustrated me like Mikey Johnson or other players. And you know what? Speaking of Mikey Johnson, I actually met Mikey Johnson the other night, as you see in this picture. So I just stood around and said to Mikey, "Is like, good luck with the Ireland career." That's all I said. I didn't say good luck with the Celtic career, because it's literally in shambles at the moment. Because unfortunately, Mikey is picking up too many injuries, and you know, I feel like he's at that Aidan McGeady comparison, and it just feels like, you know, He's been at the club long enough. He's broke through the senior team since 2018, and he hasn't done enough to say, well, okay, that's it. His first few seasons, he wasn't bad. A couple of Europa League goals and stuff. But so that's what I think of David Turnbull. Nothing against the guy. I think his goals have been amazing. His stats are pretty good, but I just feel like there's better quality ahead in the team. And I know some people might say he's just a squad player, but for his career, to pursue his career playing 14 regular, he may need to go somewhere else. So let me know in the comments. I shall speak to you all soon.